Been a few days since I last talked to Twyla. Well, I mean, I had been talking to her, but she isn't the easiest to hold a conversation with. Unless she wants to talk about the butcher, there really is nothing we have to talk about. Regarding it has been pretty quiet lately. Well, on my end at least. Don't know what Twyla is doing, or if she found anything. I feel like she doesn't really trust me. But well, that's fair. We don't really know each other too well. But maybe she'll start to trust me the more we work together. That's how friendship works, right? Anyways, I'm spending today at home, like I've been. Going out's nice, but I need a little break every once in a while too. Not Craven though, apparently. He always leaves the house, even if it's not a nice day. Stays out all day too, so it can get pretty lonely when he's not around. That's not so bad. Been able to keep myself pretty entertained. And we get a message from Twy. Oh, hi Twyla. Did you need something? No. Well, kind of. Remember how we went to Cypress Side the other day? Yeah, of course. Why? Do you happen to remember the name of the guy you talked to? You mean Ed? Yes, but his last name also. Wraithwood. Thank you. I'm sure I had it right, but I just wanted some confirmation. Oh, okay. Is there anything else you need from me? Or him? I mean, you did call instead of text, so... Oh, that was to ensure I got an immediate response. Oh, well, okay. If you need any more info on him, I'm going to visit him this weekend, so... In the cemetery. No, in the retirement home. Mary. You know he died, right? Huh? I mean, I figured you kept on top of all that stuff. You didn't know? The other day we went. Guess the emergency he had was serious after all. Also means the butcher could have been there when we were. Why I was looking more into it just now. Maybe you weren't too attached. I'll talk to you later. I was heartbroken. Butcher could have been there. Was it because of us? Because we were there investigating them? Were they on our trail? Did Ed die because we had trouble sleeping that night? Yeah, I wonder why. I made sure to stop by the cemetery every day, finding out as much information as I could. If he really did die because I wasn't going to miss his funeral. Normally when I put flowers on graves, especially new ones I haven't seen before, bring flowers I grew myself. Buying them can get expensive, and it feels more genuine to grow my own. But I had just been growing a new patch. Didn't have any new flowers I could bring. So, took all the little buds I could gather. wrapped them up, and invited myself in. But you know, his funeral was the same day I was planning on visiting him. Isn't it funny how life works out? I normally don't cry at funerals. I mean, at last ones when I don't know the person very well. But I had to cry now. I had no choice but to cry. All I could think was him sitting there in his room, talking about how lonely he was. How no one ever came to visit him. Well, they came to visit now. He wasn't alone now. Right? Didn't talk to any of his family. They didn't talk to me. And I was fine with that. Didn't want to explain my reason for being here. The overwhelming sense of guilt was enough weight on my shoulders. I didn't want to have to explain it to them. Normally, don't like to outlast family members at their own family's funerals. But I couldn't help it at this time. I had to stay. I had to stay as long as I could, to somehow possibly make up for what I may have caused. Family members dwindled. Eventually, they all left. Sure, they were confused that I didn't. But I didn't want to move from the spot, even if he tried to drag me. Oh, head. I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve this. I'm so sorry. This might be my fault. Maybe she was right. Maybe if I had helped her more. Or we had worked quicker, maybe. Maybe family came to visit, you know. Just like he wanted them to. He seemed to miss you a lot. So I hope you know that they were thinking of you. And your wife. You next to her, you know. Feeling her flowers for so long. And I hope you knew that. I was taking care of her this whole time. So, I'm sure she wasn't lonely. And maybe you won't be either. Now that you're beside her. I'm sorry. Don't know what else to say other than I'm sorry. So sorry. Must have been really exhausted. Girl, I was feeling how much I cried. Didn't even remember falling asleep. Just been leaning against his gravestone crying. Next thing I knew, I was waking up on the ground of an unfamiliar place. Picked myself up off the ground and looked around. Everything seemed strange. There was a faint green glow all around. The air felt foggy and moist. In front of me was a house that looked similar to a cabin, but this wasn't the cabin, was it? I had no clue where I was. What do I do? Well, we gotta do our standard thing when we first visit a place like this. We gotta go through every option. Okay, let's look around. Looked all around me. Except for the house, I could see nothing in the distance. There was no other buildings. There were no trees either. Or people. It was almost uncomfortable how empty it felt. Yeah, let's take a whiff. Took a big whiff of to smell my surroundings. There was a faint smell of lilies coming from all directions. Though I didn't see any. Okay, let's feel. Grass felt like a soft carpet. Rocks and wood of the house felt artificial, almost plastic-like. Okay, well, let's listen. Silence. Okay, short and quick, just how I like it. Let's knock on the door then. Well, I suppose there's not much else I can do here. Climbed up the porch and walked up the door. Standing in front of it, I politely knocked, waiting to see if there was someone inside. I didn't hear anything, so I knocked again, a little louder this time. Heard something coming. Then the door creaked. Handle slowly turned. What answered was Ed. Well, hey there. Ed, is that really you? I don't know who else it would be. I'm so glad. Gave Ed a big hug as he invited me inside. So pleasantly surprised. Led me into the kitchen area and offered me refreshments. Politely declined as I pulled up a stool to talk to him. Because the Ed that I know is... I'm very happy to see you, you know. How is this possible? How do you mean? Well, you died. Died? Oh, yes, I suppose that did happen. Nearly forgot. Actually, that's curious then. Because how did you get here if I'm dead? I don't know. I just woke up here. Alright then. I hope you enjoy your stay. You're here long enough, my wife should be back any minute. You can say hi. Your wife? She's here too? So glad you could see her again. Me too. Funny thing is, I'm pretty sure she knows you too. She does? Had I ever met her before then? Not sure. She says a redhead girl brings her flowers a lot. And you're the only redhead girl I know that's not in the family. Really? That's... Hey, while I'm here, can I ask you something? If that's okay. I don't see why not. How exactly did you die? Well, beats me. The second I was eating lunch with you there, then I started coughing. Things were pretty dark for a while. Before I knew it, I was here. Sitting in a cozy chair and feeling right as peach. Really? Just like that? Was it painful? Maybe a little, but not for too long. I just remember my lunch tasting a little different. Uh-oh. Maybe it was spoiled. Or poisoned. And I just couldn't breathe. I started choking from eating too fast. But would choking cause him to cough up blood like that? I see. And that's all you remember? Can't say there was much else. thank you. Even a little information helps a lot. Helps in what? Oh, don't worry about it. Besides, I don't think you really have much to worry about if you're really here. Well, I suppose that's true. Sure you don't want anything while you're here, then? You just stocked the fridge, so go on, help yourself. Oh, well, if you insist, I suppose. Thank you very much, then. Got off from the store and walked towards the fridge. Kinda weird, isn't it? Didn't think dead people would need to eat. Opened the fridge and looked inside. It's stocked like a regular fridge would be. I can't say I recognize many of the brands here, but I don't think that belongs in the fridge. Is that Mary? Oh, hi Reginald. Jumped to my feet as soon as I heard my name called. How Reginald's voice had jolted me awake. So was that just... Oh, thank goodness you're okay. So you're lying on the ground. I was worried something bad had happened to you. I don't think a cemetery is a very good place to take a nap, you know. A nap? Then... was that all a dream? But Ed, and the way he spoke, couldn't have made all that up, could I? Reginald? What are you doing here? Ah, that's right. I never told you, did I? I'm a coffin maker, you see. You don't say. It's a convenient job to have, eh? And, well, I've actually got business with someone who works here. Oh, you make coffins? That's actually pretty... Before I knew it, someone from behind me harshly gripped my shoulder. Oh, why, if it isn't Twyla. Hello, Reginald. Huh? Oh, hi, Twy. You're kind of hurting me. What's going on here? Oh, you're friends with Mary too. How lovely. No, Twy dear, I haven't seen you at the library in quite some time. Did you stop working there? You should have told me. Look for you when I go in, you know. Worried something terrible might have happened to you. Huh. Well, it was nice seeing you, Reginald. Mary and I have to get going. We do? Oh, is that so? Yes, we're already off schedule, so it's best we leave immediately. We are? Oh, alright, perhaps I will see you later then. Maybe. Goodbye. Twilight practically dragged me out of the cemetery. Felt really bad since I wasn't able to say goodbye to Reginald first. Once we were past the gate, Twilight gave me a smack on the back of the head. Ow! Why'd you do that? What were you doing with him back there? Huh? What do you mean? Didn't I tell you he was suspicious before? You don't understand, He's higher on my suspect list than ever now. Really? Yes, I'm most confident he's up to something, even if not the murders. It'd be smart to avoid him. Right. Well, let's go then. Huh? Doing something after all? Well, I was just going to do it myself. But since you're here, I might as well take you along too. Let's go. I'll tell you what I know along the way. Hey, where are we going? Hardware store. Hardware store? Yeah. You see, back when we looked in the kitchen of the retirement home, I saw something. I'm pretty sure it was... Hey. Was it... antifreeze? Huh? How'd you know that? Back when we were... That's what she saw in the fridge. It was antifreeze. Huh. Well, back when we were in the retirement home, I saw this trail, and that's what left the trail. Yeah, I saw this trail of something I wasn't sure of. It was like a trail of... Well, it hit me over the head again. Ow! Please stop doing that. Idiot, why didn't you tell me? I didn't have the chance. Well, something else confirmed it for me too. Yeah? What's that? Oh, back in the cemetery. I think I spoke to Ed's ghost, the man who died. Look, please, don't try to bring out a bunch of supernatural shit into this. I'm serious, I was in his house. His house. You broke in? No, it was like a ghost house. I don't know how to describe it. And he offered me food, but when I looked in his fridge, there was a gallon of antifreeze in there. At least that's what it looked like from the way it was labelled. Right. Promise I'm not making it up. Sure, whatever. That means you know what we're looking for. Back when we were in the retirement home, I saw a nearly empty gallon of something magenta-like, and the majority of its label scratched off. Took a sample of it. Also showed that it was some type of antifreeze. Analysis? How'd you do that? It's not important. But Huh? Don't worry about it. It took too long to explain, and it really isn't important how I did it. I just know it is some type of antifreeze. Some type? It's close enough. Must be some new brand or some bullshit. I don't know. That's not the important part. I looked further into it. I discovered that whatever brand that was was completely different than the kind used by the retirement home and their vehicles. And someone else had to bring in that antifreeze. Which most likely means it was brought in for the express purpose of hurting someone. When we go around to hardware stores and auto shops, and ask the workers there what they know about antifreeze. And this kind specifically. If we're really lucky, maybe we can find out who's been purchasing it. You think that will work? What if whoever was using it ordered it online? I doubt it. But if the butcher really is using antifreeze, then they're probably out buying it, paying for it with cash. Much easier to track a digital footprint. Even if it wasn't. It wouldn't look good when the authorities finally realized the murder weapon. Discover you've been having it shipped to your house for the past few weeks. Even if not, at least worth looking into what kind it is. Never thought of it like that. We're almost there. Start talking to employees and see if they can provide me with information. You go and look at all the antifreeze and see if you can find any that looks like this. Tell show me a red powder label, as well as a liquid sample in a small jar. It could look similar to that stained the floor. Except it looked much more magenta here. The label was black with a magenta-ish purple stripe on it. It looked like there was a part of a letter on it, but it was too cut off to know which letter it would have been. Felt weird. What was this label made of? Just felt like old paper. We got inside the local hardware store. Twyla practically pushed me to the outdoor section. She went off to find someone to talk to. Guess it's my job to look for any potential candidates. Where should I look? Okay, I guess we start from the bottom. Nothing down here but bags of soil and fertilizer. Smells bad. Okay, middle shelves. There's some snow stuff here. Shovels, gloves, antifreeze. Though none of these look like the bottle I'm looking for. There's a lot of blue and green, and even some pink, but nothing with this purpley magenta color. Maybe they, mixed them together? It has to be here? Definitely something going on with the antifreeze. Someone has to have it. Or at least some worker who knows about what we're talking about. Even if we find it. Does that really mean we can find who's buying it? Okay, well, let's try the top shelves. Too high for me to see, unfortunately. One of those roller stair things was in the aisle, though. Thought about climbing it, but I was worried that I might get in trouble. Guess I'll wait for an employee to come by and help me. Looked very hard, but I didn't find anything. Twyla and I tried a few different stores, but no one seemed to have what we were looking for. Although that was purple wasn't antifreeze. Well, anything that was purple was antifreeze. Anything that was antifreeze wasn't purple. Even when we asked the employees, they didn't seem to know what we were talking about. Even showing them the label, said they never seen antifreeze or coolant packaging like that in their lives. Effort seemed fruitless. So eventually we just gave up. At least for the day, that is. Twyla didn't even offer me a ride home or anything. Seemed to be really fed up. Guess I could see why. Just ended up heading back home after all. It's spent a while out together. Wasn't as if I could do much more today. Day was pretty exhausting anyways. So I went home to do the usual evening things. By usual evening things, that means talk to our mysterious caller. And I proceeded as normal. Okay, can I ask you a strange question? Are you there? Where are you? I'm here. What was your question? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you? I'd like to. I mean, we've already visited one of them. And I do too. That's not... You can't just believe in them if I do. Why can't I? I trust your judgment. So if there's something you believe in, then I believe in them too. I guess I can't stop you. Good night, Mary. Been a few days since then. More than a few. Things have been very quiet. I stay home, I go out. Nothing new or interesting has been happening. Don't hear a lot from Twyla anymore. I want to message her sometimes, but I'm afraid she's mad at me. Or something like that. I've been a lot of help to her, when I try, well, I just mess it all up, I guess. Maybe it'd be better if she didn't ask for my help. Not like I know how any of this works. Maybe she should have interviewed me and be done with it. Then she wouldn't have to get frustrated with me all the time. Crower's gone out today, even with all this rain. Guess he really hates staying home. I mean, maybe I'd be out too if I had somewhere to go. Much as I love the cemetery, walking around it in muddy shoes is less than ideal. I can handle it for a while, but not as long as I'd like to stay. There's a library and all too, but I still have books here, and it's not really worth getting soaking wet for. Cemetery. Keep thinking of that dream I had there. I had to have just been imagining it, right? No way that was really Ed's ghost. Unless it was. It's almost like the book I read. I talked about how ghosts were on a different plane. That the kind of plane it was talking about? But if so, how come more people don't see ghosts in their dreams? Maybe they do, but they just don't realize it. Seeing ghosts in my dreams, does that mean my dreams with Mum and Dad mean? I wasn't able to consider that possibility much longer before my phone buzzed with a text message. It was Twyla. Hey. Hi. It's been a while. Is everything okay? No. Oh? Why not? Because we haven't found fucking shit, that's why not. Well, she seemed as usual. Have you been able to find that antifreeze? No. Looking online, I can't find anything similar. I need to wonder if it's even antifreeze after all. How do you mean? No, that we think it is. Even my analysis showed it was the same. I don't know. Something just isn't adding up. Do you have any idea of who it might be, at least? I do, actually. I still don't have enough evidence to go off of and prove that it is him. You're talking about Reginald, aren't you? Him? Yep. Right on the money. Wait, really? I know you said he was a suspect earlier, but I don't know. He seemed pretty nice whenever I talked to him. Of course he does. To a killer, would you act outwardly suspicious? Probably only nice so that you don't suspect him of doing anything wrong. Still, what gives you the idea that's him? Do you remember how I said I worked in the library for a little while? I do. Well, remember he would always try to hide or cover the books he was reading. If he never wanted anyone to know. But once I was able to catch sight of one of those books before he put it back on the shelves, it was about poisons. I didn't think too much of it at the time. It was a while ago, before this all started. But it stuck out to me, especially considering he was always so secretive about what he read. Seems very relevant now, doesn't it? Think he's been referencing that book? That he's been poisoning people? It's a high possibility. At the very least, it's the only lead I have right now. It brings me to believe it's him. Never trusted that man. The only thing is, I have no other proof. I don't think I can get closer to him without appearing suspicious myself. So let me guess, you want me to do it? Yeah, I guess you bring up a good point. Guess he could be a suspect. I'm still having a hard time believing it's him. But then again, you've known him longer than I have, I guess. Listen, Mary. I know a lot of people in this town, but no one has ever struck me with more suspicion than Reginald Tetra. I think if we're going to set our sights on any suspect, it should be him. Seems so certain of it. But she's given me no real reason to suspect him. Besides, he seems so friendly and sociable. Been so nice to me every time I've met him. Don't want to think he would do something like that. That's why, so certain it's him. Why don't you contact the police? I'm sure if they look into it, they'll find something. Police are a bunch of fucking idiots, and full of scummy fucking people. We've been over this. Even if that wasn't the case, I don't want to be involved in any investigation of theirs. Can't you send in an anonymous report or something? Do you really think any of those reports actually stay anonymous? Do you realize how easily it is to get information, Mary? Even just texting this over the phone with you makes me concerned. Anyone sees these texts and knows what we're doing, could be a lot of trouble. That's why I want to get this over with as quickly as possible. And the quickest way to do that is to decide on who's responsible, and then out them. Just like that. She's so certain it's him, she's willing to accuse him just on a whim. If we can prove that Reginald has been purchasing large amounts of antifreeze, then at least maybe we will have a bit of evidence to go by. And you'll turn that into the authorities? Because, I mean, I had to get involved at one point, right? Eventually. That's for me to worry about. I just need a more clear indicator pointing towards him. I'll be all set. Just frustrating, knowing the proof I'm looking for is so close and yet so far to reach. Hey, it's going to sound really weird, but I have an idea that might help, actually. Really? Yeah. It's like, maybe... Okay, so, if you can... I want to collect a list of everyone you think might have been killed by the butcher. Bring it to the cemetery tomorrow. Don't know if it'll work, but if it helps even a little, it's worth a shot, I think. Mary. What the ever-loving fuck are you talking about? It's hard to explain, but trust me. I think I can make it work. Whatever you're planning sounds stupid. But fine. I'll be there tomorrow morning. I have a meeting in the afternoon. So it better be quick. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be quick. It better be helpful. If everything goes how I'm hoping it will, then it should be. Can't see it, but I'm sighing. Very well. See you tomorrow. Yes, me too. Ghosting is real, then. Should be able to talk to them too, right? It's dream-proof stuff in the real world for me, so maybe that'll be the same here. Since they were there, they can tell me exactly what happened. Yeah, I'd prove it, right? I mean, maybe to me, but I don't know if it would, fly with the police, you know. Twilight met me at the cemetery like agreed. She was tapping her foot impatiently in front of the gate. Took you long enough to get here. This runs on a schedule. I'm sorry. She had a list in her hand like we agreed. Looking into the cemetery, we looked for people that were on our list. People who died shortly around the time rumors of the killer came to be. After a bit of walking, we actually managed to find 2 of the people on the list, right next to each other. Right, so, we found them. Now what? Are you going to tell me what your idea was already? Oh, right. So, remember when you saw me and Rachel in the cemetery together? Yeah. Well, that's because he found me asleep on one of the graves. Well, just when I thought you couldn't try any harder to be goth. Huh? Continue. Oh, so, when I was asleep, that's when I talked to Ed. So now I knew about the antifreeze, remember? So maybe if I sleep on their graves like I did Ed, maybe I'll talk to them too and they can tell me what happened? Oh, for the love of... Come on, at least let me try it. Even if it's just a weird premonition or something. Maybe you'll offer some insight. Try me out here for this. I'm trying to take this seriously, Mary. I don't have time for stupid fucking shit like this. Be serious. Please, at least give me a chance. Fine. You have 30 minutes. Choose one of them. Waking you up when it's over. Okay. Can do that. Twilight wants me to choose one person to talk to. Guess I could always talk to the other when she's gone, but need the person I choose to be enough to convince her that I'm not just playing around. A boy and a girl. I actually know the circumstances of the death, so guess I'll just go with my gut instinct. Who should I go with? I have no idea. I guess we go for the girl? I atop the grave and gently shut my eyes. Felt weird to be doing it purposely this time. But I was prepared and made sure I woke up extra early today. I'd be able to fall asleep with no problem. It happened. Just like last time, I woke up in an unfamiliar place. But getting a closer look, the place seemed more familiar than I thought. I recognized this place. Looked up at the building before me. Its flowery awning didn't wave in the wind like it usually does, but the glass door was propped open, as if inviting me in. I guess this was my destination. Cautiously took a step inside. The restaurant was completely empty. Things seemed to be covered in a fine layer of dust. Heard about this place being closed temporarily. Yeah, that word. But the way it looked made it look as if it had been abandoned for years. Huh. There's a girl here. She didn't seem to acknowledge me when I came in, but she was the only other person here. I approached her. As I got closer to the girl, I noticed her playing with her hair. she moved it away from her face. I could see the horrible rash that covered her hair. Are we not gonna acknowledge that, you know, she got, you know, blood stains on her dress? The dizzy way she was standing. It seemed like she was so exhausted. What happened to her? Seriously? You're gonna be asking that question, Mary? Who's there? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have made myself more known. You're Mel, right? Oh, Colette? Did I scare you? Not at all. I could sense you coming. Smell like pretty flowers and old friends. Oh, thank you. Though I can't say I know you. I don't think that's quite true. Well, anyways, I'm really sorry. I don't have a lot of time here. Could I ask you some questions about how you got here? Well, it's been a while since I've been down here. What does that mean? I only got here when you did. I haven't been to this place since that awful date. You had a bad date here? Oh, my date was nice. My meal, not so much. I have an allergy, so... so that's how that... I don't know how to say it without being rude. How you got that rash on your face? Mm-hmm. I always break out like this when I have nuts. What kind of nuts were you having, Missy? I'm sorry. I guess they accidentally put some in my food. I see. I'm really sorry. It's strange, though. Water was never supposed to come with it, nuts of any kind. I used my EpiPen too. So I just don't know what went wrong. I thought I'd wake up in a hospital. It turns out that it's not at all, I guess. I'm very sorry. Was there anything else strange? How so? Did you see anybody maybe suspicious? Not that I can think of. Now that you mention it. Oh. There was another unusual flavor. It was really bitter. I tried to wash it down with some of my wine, but it didn't help at all. Like, it was even like the more I drank, the more I tasted that awful flavor. So, something in the wine, maybe? Guess it didn't mix well with alcohol. My stomach did anyways. I think it was just a vegetable that I wasn't used to. And it felt like it was burning, but maybe it was just the nuts. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me. Can I maybe look at your food before I go to see what was in it? Sure, if you like. Not like I'll be eating any more. Teehee. Bent down and inspected the food that had been scattered across the floor. Looked like some salad to me. Tossing them over, I noticed what could have been nuts, but I'm not honestly sure. Also looked over to a spilled wine glass. Did I dare taste it? Kinda gross. Already been on the floor and all, and don't even like alcohol. But it burned. I guess this is... Time's up. I was awoken by Twyla, who roughly shook me awake. She was clearly running low on patience. Well, did you find anything? Or did you just waste my time? Sorry, I'm still a little drowsy. Well, snap out of it. Tell me what you learned. There was a girl there. And a restaurant. One that's been closed for a little while now. He hasn't had an allergic reaction to her food. Is that all? No, it wasn't just that. There's something in her food too. It was just red wine, but it burned as soon as I put it in my mouth. Do you think that's... Oh, definitely. You for a fact it was. You did? Because we heard from an inside source that they found traces of something else in the girl's food after she claiming she died of an allergy. Really? I heard there was some incident there, but I never heard that. Of course you didn't. Because I don't want you to know. Who doesn't? I have to get going, Mary. I have to say, I don't know how you did it, but this ability of yours seems like it'll be useful to me. I'll get back to you later. Alright. Twyla left to go to a meeting, leaving me stranded there. Not sure what I was going to do for the rest of the day, but glad I was finally able to be of use somehow. Actually felt pretty good leaving the cemetery. That is, until I walked out the gates and saw him there waiting for me. Oh no, this is not gonna look good. Kroven? Mary, the fuck was that? Huh? Who were you talking to in there? Well, that's Twyla, my friend. I think. I know who Twyla is. Really? I didn't know you knew her. You two don't really seem like the type to hang out together, but this is who you've been hanging out with so much? Yeah? Why? Twyla is a fucking madman. Stay away from her. Huh? I don't want to get into it, but that girl is the reason that the fucking devil hides in hell. Don't hang out with her anymore. I mean, we're not really hanging out. I don't give a shit what you're doing. I want you to stay the fuck away from her. Well, you're clearly not listening to me. Are we supposed to be friends? Are we always knowing each other? You don't want to trust me on this? Know who better than you, Mars. Stay the fuck away from her. Stay the fuck away from me. Kroven angrily stormed off after that. I felt so conflicted. Kroven never used to get mad at me like that. No, Kroven doesn't like her for whatever reason. I know Twyla isn't a bad person. Yeah, you say that, but, you know, we've kind of gone down an alternate route and, you know, gone down the true route and, yeah. Not so sure about that. She may do some devious things, but I know she's doing them for a good reason. Or you know she's trying to manipulate you because she knows how to make you feel guilty. She has to care about people, putting her life on the line to try and stop a potential killer. She may not be the nicest in personality, but she's good in heart. Right. The rest of my day after that was uninteresting. Grover didn't talk to me the rest of the night when I got home. Maybe that was for the best. Besides, I could only rely on someone else to talk to me at night. But yeah, our usual friend. And then he stomped away. I see. Sorry you're faced with that. It's whatever, I guess. He's always in a bad mood lately, so try not to take it too personally. Do not. I don't. I'm just wondering, but if you're in my shoes, do you think I should trust him on it? Can't answer that for you. They're your friends, not mine. How do you feel towards them? I guess I don't want to believe her that she's a good person, even though I know she's not. The girl I'm friends with, I'll admit that I don't think that she's nice. She doesn't even seem to try to be. But the stuff she does is for a good cause. And she tries very hard to make everything okay for everyone. Even if my male friend doesn't like her, that doesn't mean I don't have to see the worst in her. I'm sure in the end, she thinks of me as a friend too. Even if she doesn't express it the best. I think that's very mature of you. If everything works out between you and your friends. Thanks, I think. Good night, Mary. Had a pretty decent sleep, despite everything that was bugging me. Before I even got out of bed for the day, my phone started buzzing with text messages. It was Twyla. Mary, are you there? Need you for something. Thinking correctly, you'd be able to help me with this very well. Not sure what I should do. I want to help Twyla, but Craven was really mad yesterday to see me with her. If I don't help, she might be missing out on evidence because of me. If I go with her and Craven finds out we're together again, could result in him feeling even worse. Don't want to upset him with me again. I don't want Twyla to be upset with me either. What should I do? Well, I mean, you know what I gotta do. I gotta go with her. Decided to respond to Twyla, telling her I could make it. Good. Assume you're going to tell me to meet you at the cemetery again, so I'll see you there at 12. Don't be late. Not wanting to be late, but not wanting Craven to possibly ask where I'm going, quietly got changed and slipped out the front door. Nervously waited for the bus, hoping I wouldn't see him until later tonight. Hopped on the bus and started to make my way towards the cemetery. I was really hungry. Probably should have picked up something back at the house, but guess I was too scared of possibly running into Craven there, having to explain where I was going in such a hurry. Twyla met me at our designated time and place, and I asked where we would be going today. The hardware store. The hardware store? Didn't we already check most of them? Yes, but someone I talked to actually provided me with some important information the other day. Heard that our main suspect visits this specific one at least once every 2 weeks. So if that's true, seems like today would be the day he shows up. So are we just gonna wait there until he does? We might have to. I mean, how do you know that he hasn't already been in there, you know? But what if he doesn't? Are you doubting me? No, I'm doubting Reginald. No, but... Good. Let's go before we miss him. Head back down to the hardware store with her. Thought I wasn't sure what her plan was. Even if we do catch him buying something, is it really proof he is the culprit? We arrived at the hardware store. Except for the few employees here, it's pretty much empty. On Twilight's instruction, we waited for Reginald to stop in. But as long as we waited there, we didn't see him. We looked around the store several times, but still nothing. Though I lost Twilight a few times. So a part of me wondered if she was trying to keep me busy. But that doesn't make sense. Because if she really wanted to sneak around, then she wouldn't have invited me in the first place. So why did she invite me? Considering asking Twilight if we should leave. I had Reginald's number. I considered asking Twilight if I should text him, but that'd be suspicious if I did, wouldn't it? Hey, are you going to the hardware store today? Why? Oh, no reason. How did I know? I didn't. Yeah, that'd probably be way too suspicious. I wouldn't want to ruin Twilight's plan or anything. Whatever it may be. Sat near the front of the store, waiting for anybody to stop in. We were quiet as Twilight was busy texting someone. Don't know who, but I guess it was important as she responded to him for a long time. She kind of ignored me as she continued to text them. Sound of her fingers against the screen was rapid, so it had to be important somehow. So I just let her text, trying to think of something we could do until he got here. If he got here. Instead of getting up and making another round around the hardware store when... Hey, he finally made it. Huh. Out of one of the aisles, Reginald walked by, pushing a cart in front of him. But how? When? Never saw him enter the store. Saw him the entire time we were walking around. Could he have been here and we just missed him? Wondering if he has magical powers or something. Like with the true ending, you know, where he kind of just popped in, gave us the keys, and just disappeared with the wind, you know. This car had more than a few items in it, so he had to be in here at least for a while looking for it all, right? As it happened, we finally managed to spot him. And he spotted us as well. Gave a smile and wave as he walked past us to the checkout counter. Raised a finger to us and gestured as if to say, just a minute, as all his stuff got packed into plastic bags. Turned to Twilight to gauge her reaction, but couldn't read anything past her usual poker face. She was just staring at him, intently at him, as if analyzing him. Wish I knew what she was thinking. Then she began to walk away from me. Didn't understand why. I almost followed her until I noticed Reginald walking towards me, wearing a smile on his face and bags in his hands. Hello, Mary. I didn't expect to see someone like you here. At the game with Twilight today. Oh, yeah. We were just, building a birdhouse, looking for antifreeze, buying new tools. I guess building a birdhouse? That sounds a lot more innocent and more interesting. A few, actually. Thought it'd be nice for the birds and all. Birdhouses? Really? Though the birds will be migrating soon? Oh, yeah, but I mean, I guess it would be nice for them to have, homes to come back to. It just gives us time to build even more. We can paint them all cute too. Oh, you got me there. In that case, I'm excited to see what you make. So what brings you here today? Me? Oh, nothing important. Just picking up some stuff I need for the apartment, that's all. With how much rent I pay, I still have to take care of everything myself. Sorry, that sounds troublesome. Why are you apologizing? Isn't your fault. Oh, yes, but still. Well, I ought to be going now, I suppose. Parents aren't going to take care of themselves. Say, next time you come here, reach out to me, won't you? I'll have to tag along. I think I'd be able to help you a bit too. I'll remember that. After that, Reginald left out the door waving goodbye. Twilight walked back over to me after having been watching from the sidelines the whole time. Twi? What was the point of that? You didn't even talk to him. He walked right out the door. Yeah, but did you see what he brought just now? I mean, no, not really. Oh, no? Should I have? Within his purchases, I saw him buy antifreeze. Not with the kind of gallon we were looking for, but he did buy it. On top of that, he bought rat poison, insecticide, and rope. Yeah, that is quite suspicious, isn't it? I mean, rat poison and insecticide on their own isn't, suspicious, but rope? On top of that, yeah. Well, that stuff doesn't inherently mean he's using it for anything bad. Are you going to report that, though? No. You're going to pursue him. Before he gets far enough, I want you to go out there and ask to help him. What? Isn't he our main suspect? Don't you think he's dangerous? And you want me to go with him? For whatever bizarre reason, he seems to have a liking to you, right? So, you could probably get a lot out of him. Twyla, I don't know about this. Why not? You're the one who says he's not inherently doing bad things anyway, right? So you should have no reason to be scared. Besides, I have to take care of something else anyways. Because of course you do. I have my phone on me the whole time. So hurry, go out there and catch up with him. Text me any updates. If things start going really bad, you can just call for help. Sure, no one. No one what? They'd rather chicken out and let more people die. Yep, here she goes again with the guilt tripping. Should I even be surprised though? Of course you'd want that to happen. They fill up those precious cemeteries you love so much. Maybe that's why you keep hindering my progress. That just round towards Fosdick. God damn it, and of course she falls hook, line, and sinker. No, I didn't say anything. I think Twilight could tell I was going after Reginald like she wanted me to. To my surprise, he actually wasn't that far down the street. I was surprised to see him on the street at all, actually. Guess he was taking the bus like I do. Maybe his car was just parked far. Whatever the reason, it worked out well for me as I was able to skip up to him pretty quickly. Reginald, wait a moment. I'm sorry. Is everything alright? Well, you see, like Twilight mentioned to me, you were, buying rat poison? Oh, yes. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but my apartment has been having a bit of a rat problem lately. By rat, you mean other people? Landlady won't do anything about it, so it's up to me, I suppose. Doesn't even answer the door anymore. Can you believe that? Maybe because, you killed her. Guess I ought to take care of it before my neighbors start having rodent problems too. Wonder if the reason these rat problems is because, he's got blood, a lot of it. Well, I don't think you should kill them. They probably just didn't have anywhere to go. It's not fair to them. I'm sorry, but I really don't think there's much I can do at this point. Well, actually pretty good with animals. I'm actually wondering, is that the reason he's killing all these people? Because he thinks they're rats and, they're pests and everything, and that they should be gotten rid of? Who knows? Especially small ones. Is that so? So, yeah, I'll try to help you with them, so you won't have to kill them. I don't know. I appreciate your concern, but are you sure there's something you want to do? Yes, absolutely. Well, alright, if it means that much to you. When would you like to come over? I was thinking, right now? Oh, that's so last minute. You don't even give me time to straighten things out. Yeah, straighten what things out? I can't possibly have you over right now. Why? Because, you're in the middle planning on killing somebody or something. I just die of embarrassment, right? Or you might die of fright. Just as long as I don't have any of your food, right? Please. We'll be over soon if you let me come now. Well, alright. Throw a hard bargain. Car's just around this corner. Drive shouldn't be too long. Oh, good. Hopefully I can help at least a little bit. Like Reginald said, we got to his car around the corner. Once I was buckled inside, I messaged Twyla. I'm in his car. We're heading to his apartment. Perfect. What do you mean, perfect? Try to snoop around. Oh, I realize it's Twyla talking, not Reginald. Make sure to snoop around while you're there. I know. I said I was going to help him with the rat problem. So, you're more an excuse to be snooping around. You have to look for that rat, right? I guess so. Text me when you get there. Make sure you talk to him on the ride over. Spend all your time texting me, he may think you're up to something. Right. Put my phone down and take a deep breath. Thinking about this felt so uncomfortable. go to Reginald's just to spy through his things. It's not right. But if he really is dangerous, maybe that makes it okay. But if he isn't, then if he is dangerous, then I have to be extra careful. Don't know what he could do. I mean, I don't know him that well. And here I am heading to his house. I'll just be on my toes. So, have you worked with rodents before? Kinda? Kinda. I know a lot of people are scared by them, but they don't bother me any. Vision and I spoke as he drove. I actually had a pet tarantula when I was younger. No, it's not exactly the same, but it's an unconventional pet, I guess. Fascinating. Never been much of an animal person myself, but who knows? Yeah, that's very serial killer behavior. You know, a lot of serial killers seem to hate pets, and start killing them first before they move on to humans. Maybe that would change if I got a pet. Please don't tell me I'm going to become your pet. Please don't let that happen. Fortunately, my apartment doesn't allow them. Again, sure you're not going to make me a human pet? Shame too. Cat would be most handy in this situation. Oh right, the rats. Like, why would a cat be useful? But, of course, cats like rats and mice and stuff. I suppose. I guess I'll be a cat stand-in. Seems so. How do you plan to catch it, if I may ask? Oh, I'll get a feel for your apartment first. I'll see the best method to go about it. Seems reasonable to me. Eventually we made it to Reginald's apartment building. Most of the apartment buildings within the city are kind of cramped. Reginald's was not so much. Despite this, it didn't look half bad. The outside seemed pretty clean, and there was a parking lot right next to the building. It's convenient that you didn't have to park on the street. Pulling up to it, it was also a lot bigger than I anticipated. Wow, this place is huge. Please, it only looks big from the outside. It looks nice from the outside too. Still, this seems like a nice enough place to live. It works, I suppose. I think one day I'd like to have a house. I like my privacy and alone time. Really? But you're so open and friendly. You think so? I don't quite see things that way. Yeah, you know, with the whole murdering business. Sitting inside Reginald's apartment, and already I see what he meant by what he said it looked nicer from the outside. Terribly dirty. Seemed different, like there was some dust about. Top of that, it was incredibly plain. Dull of anything except doors and an elevator and a stairwell. Not even a decorative plant. Top it all off, there was a faint smell in the air that was just not good. I don't quite know how to describe it, but definitely unpleasant. You know, he's probably been murdering all his neighbours and whatnot, so... The elevator's broken, however, so... Hope you don't mind taking the stairs. Great. Well, this is my exercise for the day. It's fine, I don't mind one bit. So we walked up the stairway. I texted Twilight to let her know I arrived, as well as his address, just in case she needed that information later. Reginald's apartment was on the 5th floor. It's a long walk up the stairs. Once you were at the top, it felt incredibly high. Looking out the window in the narrow hallway as he fumbled with the keys to unlock the apartment, it occurred to me that the fact I probably should have offered to hold his bags for him, but I was distracted. Got the door open though, and then welcomed me inside. Well, here we are. Feels like a whole lifetime ago since I was in here last. Hope you'll forgive how messy things are right now. Messy? Roger had nothing except it for its furniture. None of it seemed overly dusty or anything. I suppose I should. Just then, Reginald got a phone call. Terribly sorry, but I believe I have to take this. That'll be just a moment, but please, do make yourself at home. Roger excused himself into what seemed to be his bedroom. Took a quick glance at my surroundings to get a feel and where I should look for evidence, I guess. Rachel's apartment felt a bit smaller than what I expected. It seemed very minimalist. Don't know how he was allowed to change about his apartment, but even still. Don't know how much evidence I could find when it seemed like he hardly owned anything to begin with. Took out my phone to text Twyla. Hope she responded quickly before Reginald come back. In his apartment now. Not quite sure what to do. I have to take a phone call. I should look for evidence, but I don't know where to look. I'll fucking look somewhere and try at least, instead of texting me. Once I actually agree and try with that. Maybe something small could be important. Okay, then. I mean, she is right. Gotta look somewhere. Okay, where are we? There's one option, is just to text Twyla. Okay, I don't know if this is a time-based thing and I can only get like a couple of things done, but I'm sure we'll soon find out. Okay, let's start with the drawers. Open a drawer at the end table that was sitting behind the couch. Nothing really in here except some keys and spare change. Close the drawer. Okay, let's try the kitchen cabinets. Walked into the kitchen area and quietly started opening some of the cabinets. Couldn't find much in here. The only thing that could have potentially struck me as suspicious is a bottle of dry cleaner. Okay, yeah. But it was kept right under the sink. That's not weird. Okay, what about the hallway? Peered out into the hallway using the peephole on the door. Don't know what I was looking for exactly. Faintly I could hear the murmuring of people on the other side. Sounded like his neighbor was talking to someone out in the hall. Okay, let's try the bedroom. Quietly snuck over to Reginald's bedroom door, where he was talking on the phone. Felt bad listening into this conversation, but couldn't really hear what he was saying. Damn. He sounded frustrated. Not angry, just frustrated. Stepped away from the door. Okay, well, bathroom it is. Open door to Reginald's bathroom. It's pretty tiny. Cramped even for a one-bedroom apartment. Looked in some of the drawers. But there was nothing that really struck out to me as suspicious here. Left the bathroom. God damn it. Well, text Twyla it is then. Was having difficulty seeing anything suspicious. About to text Twyla and ask if she had any ideas of what I could do, but before I was able to text her, I was hit again with an unusual and unpleasant smell. It was stronger this time. There was definitely something in this apartment. Well, Time to use that nose of mine and sniff it out. Father sent to a door at the end of the hallway in the apartment. Led me to a room with an oddly placed wardrobe in it. The smell was coming from this. Twyla, there's a weird smell in the apartment. I think this is from a wardrobe in here. Is it locked? I don't know. I haven't tried to open it yet. Do I dare open it? But if there is really something in there, well, if there's a body in there, what would I do? Would I just pretend I didn't see it? Oh, no, Mary's not a good liar, so would I run out? Would he know? Oh, he would definitely know. Mary, are you okay? Have you opened it yet? No. Well, what are you waiting for? You wouldn't want to get caught by him. Okay, well, let's open it and see what the problem is. Twyla was right. Didn't want to get caught. And knowing what was in there was important. Even if it wasn't something pretty. Reached a hand forward, but the wardrobe shook. The wardrobe just shook. Really? Go open it then. Again, she was right. Don't have a lot of time. If it moved like this, something or someone had been in here. Who knows, it could be just a one giant ass rat. Had to know. Or else, I'm just letting another person really open the door. I reached my hand towards the handle. It wasn't locked. And inside, oh my god, that is so cute. It's a nest of rats and it got little babies. Oh, it's so cute. They're adorable. Just like Reginald said, he was having problems with... It looked as though the mama had become a mama not too long ago. Aww. God, how can I be mad about them being here? God, they're so cute. Guess that explains the smell and the shaking. Must be smelling that rat piss. Trust me, it is a strong ass fucking smell and not pleasant. I felt bad I haven't doubted him. Oh no, I pissed off the rat! No! No, Mr. Rat. I'm sorry, Mr. Rat. And sorry, Reginald. Seen as look at the rat. Mum looked like it was about to attack me, but Reginald was here and held the door shut just in time. Reginald, I'm sorry. I can explain. I was looking for the... No, it's quite alright. You were looking for the rat by yourself, right? Yeah, totally. That's totally what I was doing. But it was irresponsible on me to let you do that on your own. If that rat's infected with something and bit you, then... Oh, it just feels so awful. Hey, it's okay. I'm fine. See. I shouldn't have been looking through your stuff like that. That was really awful of me. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm the one who's sorry. And you come over when my apartment is in such a state. I'm sorry, but probably better if you leave now. That's understandable. I'm very sorry. I apologized to Rachel a few more times before I left for good, but showed me each time that he was the one that was sorry. Looked really embarrassed. Felt so bad. He asked if I wanted a ride home, but I told him that it was okay. I'd just take the bus. He was also kind enough to reassure me that he would look for a rat specialist or something to pick them up, rather than use the poison. Because he knew how much it bothered me. I mean, the little babies! And Mummy Rat. He was sweet. So I hopped on the bus home and I checked my phone. Mary? Are you okay? Did you find anything? Sorry, I didn't respond earlier. I opened the wardrobe, but there were just some rats in there after all. Damn it, doesn't help our case at all. Actually, there was something a bit unusual I spotted while I was there. What was it? Said that he brought rope earlier, right? Yeah, why? Well, when I opened the closet, yeah. The rope was there. So why store it in a wardrobe? I said there was some already in there. Yeah, so why would he need to buy some, new ones? Unless he didn't like the fact that rats had pissed on it. Is that so? What do you think he needs it for? Twyla? Oh, I got a few ideas. Unless he's into BDSM. Does not look good for dear old Reginald here. And we're just going straight to nighttime again. It's late. Wasn't sure you were still going to message tonight. Oh, trust me, we've had one hell of a day. I just had a busy day. Understandable. As did I. For some reason, I have a feeling our days were busy in different ways. That's probably true. You must be tired then. It's such a busy day. I guess so. Well, I won't keep you up any longer than I have to. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters. Hoping to see you soon. Good night, Mary. Good night, I guess. Thank you.